a GoFundMe campaign organized by Tamara Lich, who has ties to the Maverick Party, a federal party with roots in Alberta separatist circles, has so far collected more than $4.3 million in donations to support the convoy, which also, I believe it's the eighth most fastest growing GoFundMe in history. So it's a pretty serious GoFundMe. Now, the one thing that I will say about this GoFundMe is that, along with Tamara Lich, it's also being organized by BJ Dichter, which sprouts massive red flags. If you guys don't know who BJ Dichter is, he is the guy who created LGBTory, okay? He brought the LGBTQ agenda to the Conservative Party. I believe back in 2015 is when that started. And he's an absolute freak. If you go to his website, he has articles on there talking about Muslim, gay, interracial military weddings, about, like, all this gross shit. He's an absolute freak of nature who shouldn't be around any real conservative movements. And that's why he's anti-PPC. He also supports Jim Karahalios, by the way. If, you know, that wouldn't have made it obvious right off the bat there. LGBT conservative, by the way. What a freak. But yeah, he's in charge of this $4.3 million. That I have a lot of trust in that now. Right? He's also linked to, like, Mossad and stuff. Rance Derrick, a fantastic streamer who actually recently was on CTV News for his comments about this trucking convoy, which we'll dive into in just a little bit here. He had a couple awesome videos on BJ Dichter, talking about all the things that he's done, all the things that he's tied to, and he is somebody that you do not want to be involved with. Anybody that BJ Dichter is involved with, you run, okay? And you know that they are subversive. You know that that is not a good group to be a part of. Now, I'm not saying that about the trucker convoy, right? Because this was a much more grassroots, a much more spontaneous thing. But this GoFundMe, that's very fishy. It's very fishy, right? Then the last part of this article states, some conservative MPs have offered their support to the anti-mandate movement. Garnett Genouille, a conservative MP from Alberta, called the policy a, quote, vaccine vendetta. A vaccine vendetta. And I want to say this about the conservative MPs hopping on this, because Andrew Scheer hopped on it, Leslyn Lewis hopped on it, this guy hopped on it, a bunch more of these CPC MPs are coming out and saying, hey, I actually support liberty. Hey guys, I actually support the trucker convoy. These mandates have gone too far, and Justin Trudeau is a hypocrite. I saw one thing, I think it was from Pierre Poilievre, and he was saying something along the lines of, Justin Trudeau is a partier, and he parties without adhering to his own COVID-19 rules, and I support the truckers because they're fighting for freedom. And it's just like, for one, you're weak, for two, LOL ratio plus L, plus you got blackmailed in the last conservative leadership election, plus you're pretty gay because you only talk about financials. But, like, really? Like, what a grift. What an absolute grift. And it's like, this is our shot to take back the country, not only from the liberals, not only from the communists, but from, more importantly, the globalists. This is our shot to take back the country from the globalists. I don't care what banner they're under. I don't care if they are under the blue banner of the CPC. I don't care if they are under the orange banner of the NDP or the red banner of the Liberals. I don't care. The green banner of the Greens. They're all globalists. Everybody except for the PPC is a globalist. That's how it is. And with all these truckers descending upon Parliament Hill, honestly, quite frankly, we should accept nothing less but making Maxime Bernier king, okay? That's something that we should, honestly, I'm being dead serious. Let's take this all the way.